Yesterday is yesterday, and today is today. All the action that happened yesterday, it's over. But there is still more action to be played. First, at 1 o'clock, we head to Baltimore, Maryland, where the Los Angeles Chargers face off against the Baltimore Ravens. Then at 4:40, we head up to the Windy City, where the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Foles face off against Mitch Trubisky and the Chicago Bears. And it all starts right here on the NFL Postseason Pregame.
The Wild Card Weekend continues with the NFL Postseason Pregame Show presented by Hyundai. Hello, everybody. Welcome inside Studio 43. Ryan here with you, and we have some great coverage of the NFL to go today. In our doubleheader at 1 o'clock, it is the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Then at 4:40, we head up to Windy City where the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Chicago Bears, and we cannot wait to bring you both of those games today. It should be an exciting day for everybody as these two teams look to make it a Super Bowl run. The number 4 seed plays the number 5 seed. It's the NFL pregame show. We have all the action, coverage, highlights from yesterday's and today's games coming up after the break. You're watching the NFL pregame show on Boston Sports Network.
Spent 24 hours, I need more hours with you. You spent the weekend getting even, we spent the late nights making things right between us. But now it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe, and play me close. Cause girls like you run around with guys like me. So now when I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah. Girls like you love on, yeah. Me too, what I want when I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah. I need a girl like you. I spent last night on the last flight to you, baby. Took a whole day up, trying to get way up, yeah. We spent the daylight trying to make things right between us, but now it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe. Play me close, hey. Cause girls like you run around with guys like me. So now when I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah. Girls like you love on, yeah. Me too, what I want when I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah. Oh, I need a girl like you, yeah. girl like you. Maybe it's 6:45. Maybe I'm barely alive. Maybe you've taken my shit for the last time. Yeah. Maybe I know that I'm drunk. Maybe I know you're the one. Maybe I'm thinking it's better if you drive. Oh, 'cause girls like you run around with guys like me to sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah. 'Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love throwing at me to what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah.
We welcome you back to the NFL pregame show. Let's take a look at some highlights from the last time these two teams met. This first play with 14:55 to play in the game. So it's Philip Rivers under center. He's going to take the snap, going to play action. He's going to go deep down the field. We have an open receiver. It's number 81, but it's turned over because on the first play from scrimmage, the Ravens pick it. So let's take a look at that play. It's the first play from scrimmage of the game with 14:55 left to go. And Philip Rivers threw it up to his receiver, 81, with his Williams. And perfect thrown ball. Williams had it in his hand. It was wrestled out. It was intercepted by the defender on the play. Let's look at that play one more time for you. As he stands in, he's going to play action. He's going to stand in. He has him beat. He underthrew the football a little bit in the hand of the receiver and wrestled forward by the defender of the Ravens. Now, that shows you how good this secondary really is for the Ravens. They usually bring 6 or 7 on the rush almost always, and they play the rest in zone coverage. So this was a simple fly route on the first play of the game. Ran a basic fly route. He had him beat. Underthrown ball a little bit, and the receiver, the defender, able to regain control of the football. It would seize the football really well and get to the football. So the first play again, they hand it off to the running back out of the backfield. He has a giant hole who gallops down within the 10-yard line, and that's what you can do. Interceptions are drive setters. It really keeps the defense on their toes, and it's able for you to run the football, pass the football, whatever you want to do. This Ravens team is ranked 9th in the NFL in total offense this year, which is pretty good for a very defensive team. And that one is just a jump ball that's incomplete on that one. So they set up for three on that drive. Let's take a look at the next drive. They're going to do a play action for the Ravens. He's going to jump it off to his running back underneath, and he's going to be tackled for about an 8-yard gain. So running the football sets up great for play actions. They can run it. They can Lamar Miller can get out of the pocket and throw it to a tight end like he did on 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Hand it off again up the middle for 8 yards. Just keep on handing the football off. They get great leverage at the point of attack. They're able to move the football. They're able to block very well. And if you don't have a good offensive line, this team wouldn't be that good because if you're a running football team, this team makes very few mistakes. As you know, you have to play contain if you're the Chargers. You're gonna have to play contain against this team. As you missed a field goal early in the first quarter, you have to play contain. Right, you're gonna have to play contain, and you're gonna have to play contain and run game too, because they can run it anytime. So it's hard to play contain and the run, and it is hard to do that. You can't, and that's why they're so dangerous, because you can run with the football, you can do play actions. They're so a dangerous team offensively, and they're also very good defensively, as we'll see as well. as they kept on in this game, the Chargers kept on getting pass interference offensively. And then you'll see here they get pressure at the quarterback, make Phillip Rivers throw the football away. It's something that they do very good at, the Ravens, and I have a lot of praise for them. And this is a good Chargers team too. And then Lamar Miller just can break away too. He has speed, he has leg, he has power. He's a very athletic quarterback. He's probably the most athletic quarterback who was in the draft. You can throw underneath again to your, and these running backs, you can throw underneath and they're physical. Dixon, very physical. You saw a lot of this with the Seahawks. They run a lot with the Seahawks run, very, typical, but I think that the Baltimore Ravens executed better. The Seahawks and the Ravens they've had good field position. In this game, they were dominating the game, point of attack. And this could be a very low-scoring affair if you think about it, because it's a running game, the running backs. It could be running backs, whatever. So, and the very interesting. The game is very interesting. Come back. We'll take a look at the defenses for both teams when we come back. You're watching the NFL on Boston Sports Network.
Thought I never shone, but it wasn't a match. Wrote some songs about Ricky, now I listen and laugh. Even though I was got married, and for Pete I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Malcolm, cause he was an angel. One taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. I'm so amazing, I've loved and I've lost, but that's not what I see. So look what I got, look what you taught me, and for that I say thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you, next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you, next. I'm so fucking spend more time with my friends. I ain't worried about nothing, plus I'm with someone else. We having better discussions. I know they say I move on too fast, but this won't go last. God forbid something happens, these are songs is a smash. I've got so much love, got so much patience. I've learned from the pain, I turned out amazing. I've loved and I've lost, but that's not what I see. Just look what I found, ain't no need for searching. And for that I say thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you, next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you, next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you, next, thank you, next. Oh. You've been dressing up the truth, I've been dressing up for you. Then you leave me in this room. Pour a glass on my tongue. You say I'm the only one. If it's true, then why you're running? If you really been honest, if you really want this, why you acting like a stranger? What's with your behavior? Why? Say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. Say my name, say my name. I'm dying to believe you. I feel alone in your arms, I feel you breaking my heart. Say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you.
got darkness in my head. Don't believe a word you say. Still I let you in my bed, my bed. Got so many different sides. Got dishonor in your eyes. Tell me how to change tonight, tonight. If you really been honest, if you really want this, why you acting like a stranger? What's with your behavior? Why? Say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. Say my name, say my name. I'm dying to believe you. I feel alone in your arms. I feel breaking my heart. Say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. If you love me, let me hear you. Say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. Say my name, say my name. I am dying to believe you. I feel alone in your arms. I feel breaking my heart. Say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. If you love me, let me hear you. If you love me, let me hear you. If you love me, if you love me, if you love me, if you love me, if you love me.
We welcome you back to the studio. So, as we look at defenses, by the way, the Ravens are ranked number 9th in total offense, and Chargers ranked number 11th, so they're pretty close. And defensively, the Ravens are the number one total yards. The Ravens are the best defense in the NFL. Okay, and then the Los Angeles Chargers ranked number 9th on that list. So the Baltimore Ravens are only allowing 4,687 yards, and the Chargers are allowing 5,339 yards per game. Oh, whatever that means. The Baltimore Ravens are letting up 3,360 yards in the air, with Los Angeles Chargers are letting up 3,646 rush yards a game. 1,327 for the Baltimore Ravens and 1,693 for the Chargers. So you don't see these are two teams that are really good offensively and then defensively, both ranking in the top 10, top 11 in both categories. Baltimore does rank in the top 10 in both. Chargers rank 11th offensively, and then 9th defensively. People are saying that the Chargers got here because they had an easy schedule. Yeah, they're playing in a pretty weak division except for the Chiefs, who they played twice. They got 4 wins pretty easily with the Raiders and the Broncos. So, and then your other games that you played. So these two defenses are good defenses. They'll come at you. The thing that the Ravens will do is that they will bring a lot of 6 or 7 men rush at you, and then play zone on the backside. And that will cause is that running backs that aren't expecting it will throw them off. They'll bring pressure up the middle. They'll bring pressure on the sides, and they bring a lot of pressure. And usually a good quarterback will be able to read that and be able to get dink and dunks and stuff like that. And if you're Los Angeles Chargers, you're going to game plan accordingly with a lot of quick throws, run the football to the outside, that kind of stuff. If you are Los Angeles, you don't want to run up the middle because they're going to be filling every hole. You want to run to the outside, and you want to have quick throws to the outside, a little like 5-yard outs, quick stuff, curls, screen passes, quick stuff. Get it to keep move on the field quickly. You want to keep this game in your favor. You just throwing the football downfield every single time isn't going to work. When we come back, we'll preview our next game. We'll preview the Chicago Bears and Philadelphia Eagles, and we'll look back at last night.
With a shadow to my light, did you feel us? Under the star, you fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight. Wanna see us alive? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Was it all in my fantasy? Where are you now? Were you only imagining? Where are you now? Atlanta, under the sea, under the sea. Where are you now? Another dream. The mess was running inside of me. I'm faded. These shallow waters never meant what I needed. I'm letting go, a deeper dive. Eternal silence of the sea. I'm breathing alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Under the bright but faded light, you set my heart on fire. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Atlantis, under the sea, under the sea. Where are you now? Another dream. The monsters running outside of me. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost, I'm faded.
Welcome back. As we take a look at the 440 matchup between the Bears and the Eagles, let's take a look at the offensive. Chicago ranks third offensively. No, defensively. So let's look defensively. So the Chicago ranks third in total defense statistically, while as Philadelphia ranks 23rd defensively. That's a pretty big gap of 20. So 20 spots down. The differential is they're only allowing 4,795 yards a game, and Philadelphia is allowing 5,859 yards a game. That's more than 100 yards more per game that the Eagles letting up than the Bears are. So that is a statistic. It's a big statistic for Chicago. And then let's look at offensively. Chicago ranks ranks 21st offensively. Philadelphia ranks 14th. So the gap isn't as big there, though. So even though Philadelphia ranks above Chicago, the gap between them isn't as big. The Philadelphia is averaging 5,845 yards a game. Chicago is averaging 5,002 yards a game. The difference between those two is 300 yards. 300 yards. Those are the yards that they're having. So, yards. So, nothing. So it's 502 to that. So, it's even though that Philadelphia ranks above them, Chicago has the advantage because they have bigger gaps and their defense plays well and defenses do win championships. So, with that. All right, let's take a look back at last night, the first game, Indianapolis-Houston. It was a game that we knew that could have gone either way. Houston seemed like to be the better team coming in, but Indianapolis has had Houston's number since coming to the league. Since the beginning of time, they won both games. Indianapolis won both games this year before coming in, and then just a dominant performance in that first half by Indianapolis. Second half, they scored no points though, so a little concern if you're Indianapolis fans. You had 21-point first half, but didn't score anything in the second half, but still was able to hold on to win, holding that Houston offense only 7 points in that second half, which is good. So you won 21-7. So it wasn't close. At the end, we thought maybe that Houston, if they put it together and they actually started playing well, they could actually come back and try to make it a game again, but they really couldn't do it. Looking in the later window, Seattle-Dallas, that's a good game from the start. It's defensive game, defensive battle. No team really, shine on offense. The running game was there for Dallas, and the running game was not present for Seattle, and that's really what made the difference in that game. That Dallas had the run game, was able to move the football, and they were able to become a better team. Why though? Why wasn't the best team, one of the best rushing offense in the league, able to move the football? Well, simple. The Dallas Cowboys knew how to fill the gaps. They are physical defensively. They are very physical defensively, and they are going to play you tough. As you look at the defensive standings, they're going to play you tough. They're the 7th ranked defense in the NFL, but above Tennessee and Los Angeles, above Detroit, above all those teams. So the 7th ranked defense in the NFL. And a cool statistic here, if you look at it, teams that are in the playoffs, however, in the top 10, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in the top 10 that made the playoffs. So not every best defense makes the playoffs. Buffalo were the 2nd best defense in the league, net total yards leaders in the NFL. Buffalo was number 2. They were horrible this year. They did not have a good season at all because offensively they were ranked 31st. So, defensively, yeah, you can be good, but you have to have that good offense too. I have Indianapolis at number 11, who won. Houston at number 12, right behind them. San Francisco 13, New Orleans 14. You see New England ranked 21st, Seattle ranked 16th. The difference was that defense in that game. Who was able to control the run better? I knew that both teams were going to run, and running the football would win you the game. It's a low-scoring game. Keeping the ball on the ground, defensive game. You want to keep the ball on the ground. You want to keep the game moving. Whoever got in front, whoever was able to run the football better would have won, and that's what happened in that game. So it's time for the NFL today. It's an NFL picks. We'll probably pick both games today for you. For the first game, the Chargers and the Ravens. I'm choosing the Ravens to win this one. I believe that they won the first matchup and they won in really good fashion, so I think they'll win here. For the second game, Chicago, Philly, I'm going to pick the Chicago Bears to win. I just think they're the better team, overall team. I don't think the Philadelphia is going to be able to compete with them. It might be a close game, but I don't think it's going to matter because I think that Chicago will win either way because they have the better defense. In a close game, the defense will win against Chicago because Chicago's defense. So that's it. Those are my picks. We're gonna get you out to your game coming up. We're gonna get you out to Baltimore. So make sure to go to our next video, our game video, to listen to the game free of charge. Free game coverage coming up. Thank you for watching the NFL Postseason Pregame show on Boss Sports Network.